Thank you for tuning in and welcome back, team. In today's episode of Home Buying Tips, you'll learn 6 questions to ask when buying a new construction home. My name is Andrew Finney, your real estate geek. If you need help finding a top agent where you live, or if you simply want to drop me a line that say hello, my contact info is below. If you haven't already done so, please go ahead and subscribe to this channel now and like this video. Thank you so much. Okay, team, so let's take a look at this. With a lot of competition out in resale right now, I'm noticing a lot of families, and maybe you're one of them right now, that are starting to contemplate buying a new home construction. And new home construction is great. I mean, you're going to be able to have that new home smell, so to speak. You're going to have everything brand new in the home. The roof is going to be brand new. The plumbing is going to be brand new. The electrical is going to be brand new. And it's going to be your new home with nobody else that has ever lived there, all brand new. So there's a lot of things that are really exciting about new home construction, and there's 6 things that you really want to know about when you get ready to work with a new home construction agent. Actually, before you even go to new home construction, I'm going to go ahead and throw it out there right now. Find yourself a trusted real estate advisor to represent your best interest whenever you proceed with buying a new home construction. And here's why. I'll break it down really quick. If you have a builder, you have a new home agent, and you have the builder's lender and the builder's title company, and then there's you. How many people are representing your best interest out of those 5 people? Because it sounds like to me the first 4 are representing the builder and the builder's best interest. So make sure that you got a trusted real estate advisor that assists you in representing your best interest. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about 6 really important things to ask a new home construction. The first thing that you want to ask are, what kind of financial incentives do you offer for using your preferred lender and title company? Because builders are going to want you to use their preferred lender because they want to stack the cards in their favor, and they're going to want you to use their preferred title company because that's who they work with. So see what kind of benefits you can get, because it's not very common that a big production builder, somebody like a KB Homes or a Pulte Homes, Toll Brothers, Party Homes, those kind of builders like that, production home builders, aren't really going to be negotiating the sales price of their homes with or without a trusted real estate advisor. They're kind of like CarMax. What you see is what you get when it comes to the price. Custom builders, on the other hand, tend to be more flexible. The smaller, more local builders tend to be much more flexible as far as the sales prices are concerned. At the same time, if you ask about financial incentives, some of those incentives can actually knock off thousands of dollars, if not like $10,000 in buyer closing costs, or in other forms of incentives at the design studio that you get to put in different product into your home. So it's really, really important to know what kind of incentives, if any, and that's the key word there, if any, that specific builder is offering. So know that up front, okay? The second thing that you want to ask about is, what are the standard finishes? Now, it should come as no surprise when you walk into a home, and Toll Brother does this really good, so does William Lyon Homes. When you walk into one of their model homes, your mouth just drops. You're just, oh, it's like heaven. It's just, you see all this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful things in these homes, from the home staging to the upgrades to the amenities that they put into the house. It's just stunning. It's breathtakingly gorgeous. At the same time, a lot of that stuff is not standard finishes, and that goes for all kinds of builders across the board. They're going to wow you, and they're going to drop your jaw in awe of looking at the model homes, and they know that. So whenever you're asking and you're working with your trusted real estate advisor, you need to be very, very clear on what are the standard finishes of that property. And you don't want to go too crazy at the design studio either. So ask your trusted real estate advisor that you're working with to buy your new construction. Ask them, hey, what's going to be cheaper to do after I get my new home? It's something like, consider like an AC unit even. If you go with like a high-end unit in the building phase, that unit might cost you $4,000 to $6,000 for a high-performance AC. But whenever you go aftermarket, and maybe you just got a standard one that's going to work just fine for now, but if you want to upgrade to another one, you might get as for little as like $2,500 to $3,000. There's markups on a lot of the stuff at the design studio. Some things make sense to do in the construction phase. Some things do not make sense to do in the construction phase. And by having a knowledgeable, trusted real estate advisor working with you and your best interest, upholding your best interest, they're going to be able to guide you through different things that are good to do now in the construction phase or later after you close. The third thing that you want to ask about and know about with the new builder is, what are your long-term plans for the community? Let's say that they just broke the dirt, right? Let's just say they just have the model homes up right now. Obviously, that community is very, very new. So take a look around, ask your trusted real estate advisor, find out from the new home agent, what are their plans? How are they building it? Are they building it in phases, as many of them do, like phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, and so on? And where are these phases located? Because what's going to happen is, if you're one of the first people in there, two things are going to happen. Number one, if you're one of the first people to buy in the community, generally you're going to get a better price on that property as compared to somebody that comes in at the last phase wanting to buy the exact same home, and it normally costs more later on as they are finishing the community. That's number one. Number two, the other thing that's going to happen is you're going to have a lot of construction vehicles, a lot of noise, and a lot of stuff going on for several months or a couple of years until they finish that community. So you need to know what the plans for the community are going forward, so that you can actually come to your own determination if that's something that you want to live through for the next few years. So the fourth question to ask is, what are the HOA rules and regulations? So an HOA, in case you don't know, an HOA is a homeowners association. They're sometimes also referred to as a CIC, which means common interest community. HOA, CIC, interchangeable, same thing, homeowners association. Okay, you want to know what the homeowners association's Declaration of Covenants, Conditions, and Restrictions look like, also known as CC&Rs, and their bylaws, and get them from the builder up front so that you can go ahead and review them carefully and make sure that you're going to be okay with the CC&Rs in place. I mean, sometimes an HOA has some really screwball rules, and sometimes they really don't. And you know, a screwball rule could be no storage shed in your backyard. So I mean, that kind of hurts if you need storage and you don't have it, or the ability to put it there. It's not so cool. Some HOAs are more restrictive than the others, but just know this, because sometimes people get this bad taste in their mouth because they've heard of negative things on the news about an HOA, and it's just a very small sampling of some HOAs gone bad, so to speak, as compared to the tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of HOAs that are available across the United States. The purpose of an HOA community is actually to help you preserve your property value. That's why you have the CC&Rs, is so somebody can't come in next to you and paint their house purple and then put some pink polka dots on it and a splash of lime green just to call it a day. By not being able to do that, that actually helps your community maintain a continuity and also maintain your property value. That's the purpose. Number 5 is asking the builder, what warranties do you provide? Now, there's 2 warranties that are pretty typical of a lot of builders that you should know about, and they're pretty cool. It is one of the cooler parts of having a new home construction. Number 1, most builders will offer a 1-year workmanship warranty. So essentially like a manufacturer warranty of sorts, right? So for 1 year, it's like having bumper to bumper coverage on your brand new home. So long as you didn't go in there and start punching holes or kicking holes in the wall, they're going to be okay to come out there and get that stuff fixed for you. So it's pretty cool to have that kind of protection. You want to be clear on what that builder defines as their workmanship warranty and what that means to them, and be clear on what they are and are not going to cover in that first 1 year. The second one is really cool because it's a 10-year structural warranty. So with a 10-year structural warranty, you want to be, again, very, very clear and explicit on what they cover and what they don't cover, so that you know what's going forward. And ask them if they have any additional warranties that they're looking at. The 6th question you want to ask is, can you connect me with some of your past clients? So whenever we talk about a builder's past clients, where would we find them? Well, there's a couple of places we would find them. Number 1 is, if you're walking into a new construction community and they already have some homes up and some people living there, you might simply want to go by and introduce yourself and let them know, hey, I'm thinking about becoming your neighbor in this community. Would you please share with me what your honest to God opinion was of working with this builder? And you know, what were the good things and what were some of the things that I should be keeping an eye out for to know what's going on. Now, working with the trusted real estate advisor, once you make up your mind what community you're going with, now that trusted real estate advisor just might go out and introduce themselves to the neighbor and ask them those questions, so they have a better idea of some of the things to look for in the process if there are some things that are a little bit of off that somebody say, so that they can make sure that it doesn't happen to you. At the same time, they're also going to provide you the great feedback. Hey, you know, I talked to a few of your new neighbors, really cool people, the Jones family over here, the Williams family over there, you know, the Duffy family over there, and you know, they're real excited that you're going to be moving in. So you're already going to be moving into your community with maybe some new friends. So that's also cool too. Now, this has been 6 critical questions to ask when buying a new home construction. Tell me what you're thinking about this video in the comments section below, along with any of your new home construction tips you'd like to share with us. Tell us which one of these points, which one of these 6 really stuck out in your mind's eye. Was it number 1, asking them about a financial incentives that they offer for using their preferred folks? Or was it maybe actually having a trusted real estate advisor there with you at the very first visit to uphold your best interest, as opposed to the builder, the builder's new agent, the builder's preferred lender, the builder's preferred title, 4 to 1, or is it better to go 4 on 2? So which one was most impactful? And number 6, was it also a good idea to actually ask around the current community members there, that could be your neighbors, what their thoughts were of working with that builder? Tell us about it in the comment section below. Now, as promised, I'm gonna go ahead and put my contact information up. So if you wanna drop me a line to say hello, please feel free to do so. If you need help finding a top agent where you live, let me know, happy to help. And if you haven't already done so, I'm gonna ask you to do 3 things. Number 1, please subscribe to this channel. Number 2, please like this video. And number 3, please share this video around with someone you know it's going to be able to help. Thank you so much for watching today, team. And between now and next time, I'm wishing you and yours a lifetime full of love, wealth, abundance, and happiness. Enjoy a wonderful day.